you can tell, I live in South Australia. Western Australia was where I lived for a couple of years, and prior to that I lived in the US for a year. But we're going to get this started in a few minutes. We've got a few people arriving right as we speak, which is fantastic. This is the first hangout for our group. Okay, that's cool. Chris, you're on time. You're fine, man. It's okay. We're just about to start, guys. We'll just wait for a few more minutes as people click on their links and get authorized to come into the room. And remember, you can use the chat to ask questions. We'll be moderating some of those questions as Mike shows us around, talks to us about what's happening with Leafit and the launch that we're all part of. Sandy, do you want to say anything? Or Mark?
Give me just a minute. I'm sending out a couple more people that need the link.
Okay, cool.
This would be a perfect opportunity for you guys to do that. You're sitting in front of your computers. If there's, you can see, we've kept the attendee list wide open so you can see who's here. If you're expecting somebody to be here and you don't see them, you know, shoot them a quick Skype or a quick email or a quick text. Let them know we're live and we're broadcast. We'll probably be here for, I don't know. I'm not going to twist your arm, but I got to imagine we'll probably be here for at least an hour.
Okay. Also, Mike, anybody who's just attending right this moment, how do they invite somebody else? Just say, like, Robert has a few friends that he wants to introduce. How does he send a link?
This, you email it. Kind of a tough thing to text because there's a lot of characters in there. You'll probably end up getting one wrong, but I would definitely get into emailing that, Skyping it, any kind of messenger service. Just do a copy paste of that link, and that link's going to take them to the same registration page that you registered at, and they'll come right into the live feed. So
okay, cool.
Just share the same link that you were given, and they'll be able to jump in here. So as we're talking,
Sandy, do you want to put it through in the Power Slam?
I'm sorry?
I was just asking Sandy to keep pushing it.
Perfect.
Yes. Sandy can handle that part of it.
All right. This is exciting, isn't it, Mark? First time in this little deal.
Oh, it looks like we lost Sandy, and now Sandy's coming back.
We got her twice down there.
We've got her twice. We've got her twin. Hi, Sandy.
She's looking at herself.
All right, I'm back again. This is likely to happen quite a few times, being right on the very edge of the Wi-Fi availability.
Mike, will this, Linda has a question asking, will this be recorded?
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about this system is as soon as we're done, it takes about 30 minutes. If you registered, you'll actually get an email from the system, and that email will be a record copy. So you'll have it in email format.
There you go, Sandy. You're fine.
So, Paul, do you want to go ahead and lead us off here, since it's going to be recorded, and anybody else comes back in, they'll be able to come back and watch.
Okay. Also, Sandy, do you want to deal with the chat at the moment?
I think we lost Sandy.
Frankly, I've managed to successfully stay away from the front of the camera for years.
She's in South Africa.
So I'm still not 100% happy of being in the camera.
I can kind of keep an eye on the chat as well, you guys. So,
I must admit, I am glad to
Paul,
be here, and I'm glad that so many people have got involved. What are you laughing at, Mark?
Sorry, Sandy. Go ahead.
Okay. You ready? All right. Welcome, everybody. This is Paul. I live in South Australia. We have Mark Z, I call him, on the call as well. Mike, the VP of Sales for Leafit, and also Sandy Duplessis from South Africa. Welcome. This is the first for this particular group. We have a number of questions that will be addressed as we go along through for today, and I'm sure we'll be entertained because this is our first, but also we'll be able to have some of our questions answered by Mike. Mike, introduce yourself, man. You're the VP of Sales, so go ahead.
Hold on, I was just answering one of those first questions. Yeah, the question was, is there a way to call in on a phone line into the system? That is one of the shortcomings of our of this particular system. It's web-based only, so we do not have a call-in line.
That's cool.
So a real quick background, you guys. 18 years in the banking industry as a branch manager, regional vice president type. Kind of got bored at an early age, or maybe I guess you could say I went through my first midlife crisis. I ended my banking career. I started my own small business. Thought I was a pretty sharp guy at that point. 18 years in banking, you figure you know it all. I can run my own one-man, operation. Found 3 years later it was a little bit tougher than I thought. Flat broke. I fell into the casino industry and ended up kind of getting caught in that. I'd actually found network marketing back in 1994 while I was running my own small business, and fell in love with it. So what I'd actually done is by the time I'd actually gone flat broke, it was time to go find a real paycheck. I took a job in a casino just for a part-time income. Unfortunately, the gentleman that I went to work for had other plans. They were in acquisition mode. They were buying casinos all over the country. They found out I had a management background. They put me in a suit, and 3 years later, I found myself running casinos for them. Got stuck there for 14 years, and went through it again. I said, man, I've had it. I mean, talk about working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week running a casino is a pretty rough challenge. So being introduced to another network marketing business model that was working very successfully for me, I hung that shield up and haven't looked back ever since. So I'm here with almost 20 years of network marketing experience, banking background, business operator background, but I'm thoroughly in love with the business model that's in front of us right now. Again, let me see if I can do this very, very quickly. I've been around this company now for a year and a half. Saw it in January last year, not this year, but last year. And what caught my attention, we hadn't even really developed the notion of the mobile application we're going to talk a lot about today, but it was the concept of getting involved with the network marketing business model where we didn't have to sell a product. No juice, no lotion, no diet pills, no health supplements. Just help the company build a social network, just like Facebook, just like Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, just like the rest of them. Help this company build that social network. And as they go out and monetize, just like Facebook does today, Facebook generates over $40 million a day in advertising, pay-per-click advertising in the margins of their social profile page on a desktop or laptop, that help this company build that social network, and they were willing to take that advertising revenue they generate because of our hard work and share it back with the distributor base. And it took me about 5 minutes. I was all in. I've never seen anything like it. The ability to actually go out and generate a customer base for free, a customer base that you're not really trying to sell anything to. Just get them to come use your social space, and by doing that, you're going to be put in a position to earn, a piece of that huge revenue stream that could potentially come. I was hooked. About 6 months later, we found we were in a brainstorming session down in San Francisco with a pretty high-end company. It was a $25,000 appointment. They give you one, but their guarantee is that they will come up and they will show you. They call themselves growth hackers, and they guaranteed that they would give us a way to enhance whatever business model we had. They knew what our business model was, and they said, we can do better than that. We spent about the first 5 hours arguing that we thought we already had something very compelling. It took 5 hours to convince us that we didn't. And the next 4 hours, we brainstormed and came up with what we're going to show you today, or what you've kind of seen with this mobile application. Now, that was one day. We took that notion, that concept, we shopped at the market. We found a company called Fueled. They are one of the top, if not the top, mobile application developer in the world. You can see them in any of the app publications. They'll talk about them being the #1 app developer in the world month after month after month. But Fueled, we contracted with them, and they built an application for us. This isn't one of those companies that went out and found a product to attach to a comp plan to make something work. We built this thing from the ground floor with the concept that started with us, with our vision, with a little bit of help from a company called SourceBits out of San Francisco. With that notion, we built it. We've built the product. We've paid for it. It's ours. We've got a patent on it. We've spent a lot of money on patent attorneys as well to get this product patented. And when we're going to market with it, and you guys couldn't be in a better place than you are right now, we're talking 2 weeks. away from this thing hitting an Apple iTunes store and being in full launch. So that's my background and kind of the history of the company and where we're at with the company right now as well. I hope I didn't get too long-winded there, Paul.
Okay, Mike, just so that I get it as well as some of these other people, I was looking at some of the statistics. You know, there's 2 billion social accounts. There's 500 million pictures on Facebook uploaded every day, 700 million pictures onto Instagram, $1.5 trillion through e-commerce that we're obviously going to be part of. How does that relate to us as a company, as Leafit?
Here's where I get really excited, and it's a lot of it is about the pictures being posted, but I pick on two of the smaller companies. Pinterest with 70 million subscribers, Instagram with 200 million subscribers, free subscribers. That's a lot of people. That's 270 million, but I'm sure some of those overlap. So we'll just leave it at the 200 million benchmark. But 200 million free subscribers. That what do they do? What are they into? They're into posting pictures in a social platform, and that's us. That's exactly. I mean, our market has already been established for us. What did we do differently? What we did differently is what even Pinterest and Instagram today struggle to do. How do they monetize their social network? Well, we figured out how to monetize it right out of the gate with the launch of this being a network marketing business model. But we figured that part out. Plus, we figured out by attaching e-commerce to those posts, to the pictures that are being posted in social space, that we could not only monetize that social base for ourselves, but share it back with the people that are creating the posts. So it was a double header. We actually, when we got done with SourceBits in San Francisco over 6 months ago, we walked out on the streets of San Francisco in the Barcadero Square, and we just looked at ourselves and we were like, "You've got to be kidding me! We're going to be that. We're going to be this first social network that shares revenue." The revenue that the company generates, shares that revenue back with the individual user for an individual transaction. Create a post something up on your social network with Leafit, attach e-commerce to it, and you get paid for it.
Okay, so literally we're, if I could say, an affiliate of, say, 18,000 providers, but we're actually marketers of millions of products. But obviously that will expand over a period of time, right?
The e-commerce aspect of this, yes. We contracted. This was a very simple. Everybody thought that was going to be the most difficult. Well, to be honest with you, in the beginning stages, we thought it was going to be very difficult as well to establish that affiliate relationship with a multitude of retailers. And then you dig just a little bit deeper and you find out there's companies out there that have already done all that work for you. So we thought that the easiest way, quickest way to get us where we want to be in the market space right now is to contract with one of those companies. We did. 18,000 retailers. We already had the contract signed on. The commission structure is already set, already negotiated. We got their best. We got their best pricing. We got their best gold package, platinum package. I can't remember what they called it, but we got the full package with them because of the way that we were going to use their services, being able to go out and build a social network. But initially, yes, it's 18,000 retailers. We're already in negotiation with the next company. That'll put us at over 50,000 retailers that we'll be connected to, and from there is no end in sight. Our goal, long-term goal, is to actually have an individual relationship with every single one of those retailers and cut the middleman out. So it takes a little more energy, a little more time, but our goal will be when you come in, create a leaf within Leafit, within your social news feed, you're going to shop everything online. You're going to shop every website that you've ever heard of, and return to you the best priced website that's on the market right now.
Okay, so that brings up another point. Daryl's asked, obviously we're going to grow and there's going to be this huge influx of funds into the company and all that sort of stuff. Is there some sort of commitment that you won't sell the company out from under the associates and the affiliates?
It's a question that's been asked ever since we came up with the concept. In fact, every big hitter that we show this to, that is one of the first questions they're asking. So Daryl, you're right on spot. Here's what I can tell you, and this is where you've got to look at the character of the people that you're working for. This question is posed back to the owners of the company, back to the CEO. I spend almost every day with Lawrence now. I've gotten to know him extremely well. I've known him for a year and a half now. What's the character of the individual that you're working with? When the question in different settings, and I've seen this happen to him 3 or 4 different times where he gets sidetracked or kind of gets hit from the side where somebody blindsides him, I guess is what I'm looking for, and they say, Lawrence, what would you do? If someone comes in and offers you $19 billion, like Facebook did, that offering on WhatsApp earlier this year, if that were an offer that went on the table, what would you do? And without hesitation, he said, are you kidding? I would sell. Now, on the surface, that makes you extremely nervous. It makes me extremely nervous, should make you extremely nervous. But the next words out of his mouth were, without hesitation, but if I took the existing distributor base and I shared, say, 10% of sale price with a distributor base, how many millionaires would we create? Now, we haven't put that in writing yet, but I'm telling you, it's getting closer and closer to the point where that actually will be a written, commitment back to the distributor base. And I love the honesty from Lawrence and the character. I mean, some people would tell you, I worked for a company called Excel. It was the first network marketing company I was ever in. And I don't know if anybody was around in those days or did any work with Actual Communications. Kenny Trout out of Dallas, Texas. That was obviously U.S.-based, long distance. I don't think we ever did get outside of the country. But he pounded his fist on the desk for 5 years and said, I will never sell, I will never sell, I will never sell. And he sold. So I think you've got to ask yourself, if you owned a company like this and somebody offered that, would you sell? I think initially your thought process would be, yes, I would. But I can also tell you, as I got to know Lawrence even better, he won't say this out loud to very many people, but he would like to be bigger than Facebook. He would like to be the one that didn't sell out. He would like to be the one that says, I was the guy, or we were the people, this was the team that did what nobody thought would ever be done. And it would, to knock Facebook off of the pedestal. And Facebook, believe me, they're a powerful, strong company, but they've got their challenges right now. You can read the articles on them, and some people say, yes, they made it through their first 10 years and they look stellar, but will they really survive the next 10 years in competition? So
okay.
You got to be honest with people and say, what would happen if? And I guess we all play that game. What would happen if? But I'm telling you, the character, the guy that we're working for, the guy at the top of this, knows his past, he knows where he's come from, and he knows that this distributor base has gotten him where he is today. So,
okay, I've got a couple more questions coming in at the moment, Mike. But another question is, what's the time frame for, say, it's obviously going to be the Apple iOS, then it'll be Android, then PC tablet based. Do you have some sort of time schedule with the rollout of all that?
The build for desktop, laptop, and mobile optimized for Android, okay, is about 6 to 8 weeks. We don't have a starting point for that yet. So I can't tell you 6 to 8 weeks from today we're going to begin that build, but that's the time frame. What we will do before we get to that build is we've got to make sure that we've got version 1.0 dialed in 100% before we hand that off to the other developers that will do that for us, because the last thing you want to do is find that there's some major malfunction on iOS, and now you've got to fix both. You've got to go back to iOS and fix it. You've got to go back to desktop, laptop, mobile optimized, and fix it there as well. So I'm going to tell you it's a 6-week build for desktop, laptop, mobile optimization, and a 6-week build to actually get a mobile application for Android. Those two will more than likely be done at the exact same time, so you're talking 6 to 8 weeks. We're full blown on all platforms.
That's fantastic.
But I can't tell you what that starting point is when we would actually put that into play.
Can you address the part on the patent, because there are questions on what's preventing Facebook or Pinterest or somebody else from doing the same thing?
Okay. As soon as we came up with the notion, it might have been a week or two, and it was very apparent that we needed a patent. We wanted a patent, that we had something hot. And some of the first responses we got from people outside of our circle was, you have done what Pinterest, what Instagram still hasn't figured out how to do, and that's to monetize their social base. And you guys are doing it right out of the gate. You better be careful. So we instantly went to 3 or 4 different law firms. We picked the one that had the most experience in this space. They kind of laughed as well, and they said, oh my gosh, we can't believe what you guys have done. This is such a simple concept. Amazing that nobody else, the minds of Zuckerberg and the rest, that nobody else has come to the table with this kind of notion. And we went and got a patent. So the provisional patent was filed on January 24th, which means that's your start date. Our patent pending was actually filed on April. I can't remember the exact date on April. It was the first part of April, end of March, first part of April. I've got the patent number. It does not show in the patent office yet. That's our government here in the U.S. where it's kind of tough to get them to update records extremely quickly. But I've got an actual copy of the provisional patent or the patent pending, and I've been told by Lawrence if anybody wants to see a copy of it, more than happy to share it. But that is what's going to protect us. There's something else that protects us as well. And if you look at the history of Facebook, and that should be the one that we should be most fearful of, they don't go out and mimic other people. They buy other people. And we've kind of addressed that already. What happens if somebody wants to come in and buy this company? Well, number one, right now, you guys, it's not for sale. Lawrence, myself, the rest of the people involved at the corporate level, we've been working at this extremely hard. Nobody is we fought this hard to get to the starting line. There's absolutely no way that anybody's going to walk in and buy this company right now. So the protection is twofold. The patent protects this company, and also just the egos of the other companies. They've proven it. They don't go out and try to compete with WhatsApp. They go out and buy WhatsApp. So, but our protection is there. There's going to be no other social network that will be able to do what we're doing as far as connecting e-commerce with a social network and paying commissions out for posting pictures or any content.
So, Mike, we're a world first. We're coming to the market with something that's very highly desirable, like with the Leafit app as an application to go and search for the cheapest, most relevant, most up-to-date products. We also get paid for sharing that. That's the real concept, right?
Yeah. I mean, in a nutshell, yes. This is the only social network you're going to be able to come to and get paid for posting a picture. And we are, I hate to coin a phrase because I learned this back in the Zango days, that mangosteen juice, but we are a category creator. And it's going to be really tough for someone to come in and even come close to what we're doing as far as a commission structure, as far as paying for a post of any kind, whether it's a picture, whether it's messaging, anything. We made the patent broad enough to where the future development of the products that we're looking at, those are patented as well. So there's some I can't even talk about, but I will tell you that the direction this company is going, just read our mission statement, and you'll understand that we are here to help everyone monetize from all of their content they sell socially, and that's what our patent covers, is the ability to pay people for their for sharing their content, pay them what part of what the company is making off of sharing their content.
Okay, now obviously this is version 1, there's going to be 1.1, 1.2, etc., etc. So this is an evolution of a program. It's not just we're going to launch with this, that's the end of it, and we hope, like anything, that it'll continue to be okay with the version we have right now. So it's going to continue, true?
Right, and these are great questions, you guys, and everybody's asking the same thing. I mean, it is a brand new company, and again, I was in a conversation yesterday with some some people out of Japan, and they're talking about huge explosion and what they're going to do, and their question was, right on your website, you're saying that you're looking for investors, that you're doing crowdsourced funding, and we are, and the question was, well, why? Are you not funded? You don't have money to build your product? And to put it in a nutshell, if you look at what Facebook does, they take, and you can research this for yourself, but 40% of their revenue is spent on development of their product. Facebook is 10 years old, and they're not done. So we understand that, and the vision has never been to build a product and say, okay, there's the app, turn your back on it, it's done, and it'll stand forever. It's not, and it will evolve.
So we will be offering other apps or services in the future?
Oh, absolutely. They're already on the drawing board. And actually, a couple of them we kind of laugh at, again, that no one else came up with the concept that there are massive users out there with companies that haven't figured out how to monetize their activity, and we've already got it figured out, and we've got a patent filed on it, and we're not talking about it. But yes, there are other applications that will go into play that will allow the end user, the free subscriber to our social space, to monetize their content.
Awesome. Okay, now obviously the biggest question that most people have is how, if as an associate or an affiliate, how we are going to make money. Let's address the free affiliate first, how they can earn an income, and also the associate second. How's that?
Okay, again, this is where I get really excited, and this concept goes all the way back prior to us even having a notion of a mobile application. It was the fact that I was going to be able to go to mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, brother and sister, next door neighbors, the ones that I chased to buy my long distance, to buy my juice, to buy my diet pills, you know, most of which said yes reluctantly, and then they just kind of put them in the drawer, never took them, never used them. I caught my mother-in-law, my wife's mom. I caught her with about 10 cases of Zango juice in her basement. Never told me. She, oh no, I love this stuff. I've always got it in the refrigerator, and I just love it. And she backlogged 10 cases. So, but we finally found a product that you don't have to go out and sell to families and friends, or if you want to get more aggressive, to strangers. You don't. You're simply encouraging them to join the social space, and our social space. The benefit is they get to monetize the content. Take a picture, tag retail to that picture. Okay, e-commerce, and if someone else buys what you just advertised or what the picture that you just tagged, you get paid. That free affiliate never has to take one dime out of their pocket and positions themselves from the very beginning without any qualifications of anything else to be able to make money. Well, I guess their only qualifications, they need to go generate one leaf. Okay, and that leaf could be a picture of their feet with a brand new pair of shoes they just bought. They go shop that in our retail in our retail conglomerate, 18,000 retailers. Find the cheapest place, the least expensive place right now in real time where to buy that pair of tennis shoes. Caption that a little bit, put it out there. Somebody else buys that same pair of shoes, you just got paid. A piece of the affiliate commission that was generated, okay, from that sale goes back to the person that created the leaf. So the affiliate is simply a free subscriber to our social space that's put in a position to earn from a picture that they tag. We call it a leaf.
Can you explain the difference between affiliate and associate? Most people who are not on this side of marketing, some of us who have got them in, don't quite understand that.
Okay. The affiliate, and I hate to even... every single person in our business model is an affiliate if you understand affiliate marketing. There's an affiliate commission generated at the point of sale. Okay, we've got a contract with Macy's. The first purchase that was made inside of the system, I did it. I wasn't trying to be the first. It's just the way it happened. My son was looking for some soccer balls. I made a commitment to him that I was going to buy him 10 soccer balls to practice with this summer, he and his friends. I knew I was going to be out of pocket about $150, $200. My wife and he spent an hour on the computer right in front of me looking for the right buy, the right ball, the right size. Failed, couldn't find it. We went to dinner. I said, you know what? There's a Sports Authority right next door, a sporting goods store here in the U.S. We stopped by, had the same problem, couldn't find 10 of the same size ball, same color. We left. I came home. I said, you know, this is ridiculous. I just downloaded the mobile application about 3 or 4 days prior. I said, I'm going to try it out. And I typed in Nike pitch soccer ball size 5 and came up with, of all places, Macy's.com. That's a clothing store in my part of the world. And they had the ball, what was going to cost me $17.39 at the local sporting goods store, I found for $10.40 shipped to my front door, free shipping, saved $7 per ball. I bought 10 balls, saved myself $70. I'm just a free subscriber to the social space, and our mobile application allows me to do that. And that's just one story. I can tell you 10, 12 right now that I was personally involved with. Not that I bought, but I've got guys that have bought Nikon cameras. Nikon. I always say that backwards. Really nice camera, $799 camera for $529, the mobile application.
So Mike, you're literally saying that the Leafit app will be an up-to-date, relevant search, more so than Google, because I know that with Google they've got indexing issues, and certain pages get indexed. But with this, we're searching 18,000 providers at the moment live on their websites. True?
And here's the best part. And remember, guys, we're still in development. I'm not sure at what point we're going to see this part in our interface. But if you can imagine a search result, and they come up in a column of 2, they give you the picture of the item that you just searched. So there's the soccer ball, and there's a multitude of soccer balls, and then it drifts off into pictures of soccer balls and diamond pendants of soccer balls and all kinds of stuff related with soccer balls, depending on how you did your search. But the return is going to be, here's the retailer, here's the item that you're looking at with the image, and here's the price. And you could search that. It's gonna return to you what you were looking for, least expensive pricing at the top end of that search. But if you don't like that particular website, maybe you don't like doing business with Macy's.com and you'd rather buy at the one next door for 50 cents more, but because you have something against Macy's. So the search result is unadulterated return of the least expensive place to buy retail of all of the retail stores that we do business with. And right now that's 18,000. It's going to 50,000 within the next month. By the time we get done, it'll be all inclusive. But I've heard numbers as high as 500,000. If we just tie all of the conglomerates together, we'll have over 500,000 retail outlets that will be returning to us the cheapest place to buy in that search.
So will this be used internationally? Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There you go, guys. Everybody's on there.
There's the World Cup soccer ball. Absolutely, that's a $169 ball.
It's expensive.
I want a little bit cheaper for my son. Don't tell him.
But we will get a percentage when we share that soccer ball with the whole Leafit application and our social networks. Then if somebody clicked on that soccer ball for $169 and it was purchased through our affiliated 18,000 providers, then we would get a percentage of that commission. True?
Exactly. And this is World Cup, and you throw that out there. When you look at this program developed all the way out, we can start talking about paid posts. Let's say I've got a whole group of soccer enthusiasts that I'm following inside of my social news feed, both here at Leafit, over at Facebook, because you can you can build lists over at Facebook. So all your social networks, you start identifying your soccer enthusiasts. And I take that soccer ball, that's a pretty spendy soccer ball, but I take that, an affiliate commission is generated at the point of sale off of my leaf. So if I created that post, I tag that soccer ball inside of an image, I own that picture. It's like a banner ad. It goes out to the whole entire social network. It goes to my friends first. But with paid posts, the $40 that we spend on a monthly basis for our builder package, it's called a builder package because it helps you build your presence socially. You're going to be able to take that soccer ball and I think the price we've been talking about is 10 cents for an impression, 50 cents for a click into my leaf. I'm going to be able to get that leaf that I created. Again, that's just an image that I've tagged an item in. But I get that leaf targeted inside of the social news feed to soccer enthusiasts.
Wow.
So, and now it's not just me as a distributor or as a paid associate. Think about the big advertiser. Think about Nike, Samsung, Apple. They want to get in front of our newsfeed as well. They want to get in front of our giant subscriber base. They're paying for paid posts inside of our newsfeed. So there's a whole other revenue stream that comes launching when you corporate sponsored advertising that's going to come flooding into this environment because they want to get in front of our subscribers. Targeted marketing, right at our subscribers.
So Mike,
go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
Mike. Yeah, it's so you're saying that if I was to share or join, say, Brazil football on Facebook, and they've accepted me as a friend, and I post a picture like the one that Mark just sent me as a free affiliate, I would make some money out of all that share through from Brazil football. So that could be 1,000 balls at $169 that I didn't have to sell myself. I didn't have to join Amazon, and it's done all automatically for me, even as a free affiliate.
As a free affiliate, and let's get into the difference between free affiliate and associate. The free affiliate, yes, the picture that I take, and that could be a Google image, it could be an image that's already on my smartphone, it could be in my camera roll on my iPhone device, or I take a Google image search. Actually, we're switching over to Bing. So you're going to Bing search an image that I have on my camera roll, or a live picture that I take, or a picture that was shared with me from one of my other social networks. Because all of the pictures that I have right now of people that have posted pictures in Facebook and in Twitter are falling right into my newsfeed here at Leafit in real time right now. And I can take one of their images and tag an item